Oh, I just took a shower. Sorry. I look like a wet dog.
No. Great. Well, welcome, you guys. I'm so glad that you were able to hop on for this introduction to the Young Living business. My name's Jennifer Gilcrease, and I have been doing this for about 6 years and absolutely love it. And I'm going to be doing this class with PA. And I just want to let you all know PA is so fun. Like, she's never met a stranger. Like, she makes everyone feel so comfortable around her. And she has such a loving and servant heart. It was her idea to do this call today because she thought some people might need some help right now. Some people might need a little extra money that they might not be having. And so it was her idea to do this call. And so I'm so glad that she thought of it. So, and I'm so glad that you guys are on. So, okay, PA, I'll let you take it away to start.
Okay. Hi, I'm PA. My real name is Patricia Ann, but everybody back home in El Paso calls me PA, just easier. I left about 2 years ago, so now I'm up in New York, so have to do things from a distance now. It's a little hard because the core of my business is in El Paso. I'm a silver with Young Living. Did you say your rank, Jen? I don't know. Jen's a platinum. Sorry.
Thank you.
So we love the business side and know that it can work. And I just had it was put on my heart because I'm a teacher's assistant at our local school. I live in a little village. It's like 7,000 people. It's a farming community. And I'm a teacher's assistant and I am not getting paid right now during this quarantine time. So I am without a paycheck. So we're actually down just to one income. And the Young Living paycheck has just blessed us and been what has kind of helped us from, falling way below and things like that. So I approached Jen, said, hey, maybe people would be interested in starting it right now. I mean, we'll talk about it further on, but $50 is food. I have boys. All they do is eat and eat and eat. So $50 gets a lot, for me. So anyways, I'm excited that you guys jumped on. Hi, Tammy. So, and hope to meet you guys. I'd love to hear a little bit about each of you. Anybody? Who wants to go first? No? You don't have to.
Well, I'm Ruth Dutton.
Hi,
Hello.
Ruth.
Hi. And I'm under Tammy, and we both work at Allegheny College, except right now we're both working from home. So during all this, but I guess I've been under Tammy for over a year, and I've just been ordering my monthly ER order, $50, using the oils here and there. I do like to diffuse them in my home and in the evening, and I had been diffusing at work too. So mostly diffusing. I'm trying to find blends. Tammy's helped a lot with different blends just because I suffer with asthma and sinus issues. So so I'll start on the oils, on the blends, and I'll go gangbusters, but then I typically fall away or stop using them for whatever reason. So now that I've been home more and seeing all the posts and on Facebook and about the free classes, I've been joining in more and I've really enjoyed them. So that's
awesome. That's wonderful. Anybody else?
Hi, I can go. So I'm Tammy Steinpath. I am in Jennifer's downline, and I've been using oils 5 years, building the business probably 3 or 4. I'm highest rank is senior star. I had to take some time off this winter for a lot of family issues, so I did drop back down to star, but building that back up. I'm really excited about the Silverbound program that's in place now. I love that structure. I wish I would have started with that structure because I think I'd be executive or beyond by now. But I'm really excited for the new builders to reach STAR, get those bonuses, and see where we all go from there.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. I guess the others, I don't know, family members who we have a chat.
Okay. Well, we'll kind of talk. Well, yeah, that's a
Yeah, we'll talk about that. That's good one,
yeah,
Catherine.
great. Yes, to bring that up. That's good.
All right, great. Well, then you want to get started, Jen?
Yeah. Do you want to start off with why a Young Living business?
You can.
Okay. 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 So, why a Young Living business? That's why you might be wondering that. The great thing is about a Young Living business is the only thing really you need to do to get started is to have your starter kit. So that starter kit that you bought for yourself, that you started out with, that is all you really need to do in order to share. So it's really, really cool. Another thing that we love about this, and we'll kind of get into more of like the kit and sharing, but another thing we love about Young Living business is the time freedom it gives you. So we get to choose what time we work, really. Like if you have little kids, you can work before the kids wake up. You can work after the kids go to bed. You can figure out different times to work. Even if you don't have little kids, you get to set your own hours, which I think is really, really nice. It's really freeing to be able to work whenever you want, especially right now with this uncertain economy. This gives us a lot of freedom, and it's amazing that it can provide for our family and provide an income no matter what the outside world looks like right now. It's also really flexible, which is really great. It does take work, of course. Everything that's worth it takes work, right? Nothing that's really important doesn't. So it does take work, but you get to decide what that work looks like. And so I feel like now more than ever, people are really looking for options to have. Another thing that I love is that we actually get to leave a legacy for our kids. This is actually a willable income. You can leave it in your will for your kids. So I think that is really, really cool as well. And one of my most favorite things are the relationships that come with this. I have met some of the most amazing people through this business that I would not have met any other way. And I can say some of them are some of my very closest friends now. So the relationships, the community that's built is so incredibly special. So what we want to talk now about is how do you share? So there are several different ways to share. And what I want to encourage you most of all is you decide how you want to share. You decide how you feel most comfortable sharing. And so I'm going to talk about how I love to share, and then PA is going to talk about some of the ways that she loves to share, how she likes to talk about the oils of people. So my favorite way is classes. That is how I've built my business. That is just like what makes me come alive, are classes. I'm an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. So even if you are an introvert or quiet, you can still do classes if it's something that you love to do. And when I talk about classes, there's several different ways to do it. I love in-person classes, which of course we cannot do right now during this quarantine. But I love in-person classes. I love getting people to come to my house. We actually have a bunch of scripts that you can use. So if you're like, oh, classes sound fun, but I have no idea what I'm doing, we have things written out for you. So you're never alone in this journey. And so I just like to get people to come to my house. I have the starter kit out. I talk a little bit about Young Living and why it's such an incredible company and Seed to Seal. I mean, there's just no one out there like us. And then we talk about each oil. I always open up the top, we smell it, we pass it around, and I just kind of share a couple ways I use lavender, a couple ways I use frankincense. People are really there just to hear, they want to hear how you are using the oils. Some people might like the science, but most people, it might go over their head. PA loves the science. That is what she loves. But for most people, they want to hear how you use lavender. Oh, you use it on your skin. Oh, you like to diffuse it at night. Oh, it helps with sleep. They just want to hear how you use it. And a lot of time, and so then we also, you can do online classes, which we have been doing a ton of. And again, we have scripts for that. And we're always here to help you with that. Again, you're never alone. We're always here to help you with that. And people just, we're always sharing no matter what, even though you don't feel like you're always sharing. If you go to a favorite restaurant, if you see a movie you love, if you have found a clothing store, you're telling your friends about that restaurant, that clothing store. So you are always sharing about the things you love. And when you love Young Living or you love these products and they've helped you so much, you're just sharing as well. Just like you've shared with other things. So anyway, so that is what I love to do. I love to do classes, and you can even do one-on-ones with people, meet them at a coffee shop, have them over and do kind of the same thing where you're just kind of talking about the starter kit and how it's helped you. So PA is going to talk about some other great ways to share as well.
Yeah, I love classes as well. It's how I got started. But since moving to this little village, I've had like one class where it's kind of like the whole village came. So that kind of, and everybody seems to have little towns, around. But I love social media. So I actually, my degree is actually in PR marketing. So I get real into the marketing side of my business. In fact, I've probably gotten quite a few people into Young Living because of my posts that I do on social media. Some people are uncomfortable posting. I think it's because they feel like they have to sound salesy, and that's actually not at all what you want to do. The furthest from the truth is you don't want to, if you have a friend who is struggling, like Ruth said, she has, a hard time breathing occasionally. I'm the same way. In fact, that's how we got started with Young Living, is because of my son. So you're just going to say, hey, I have this, RC blend that I love, and you can share it. Well, you can do the same thing on social media. It doesn't have to sound salesy or anything. You can just say, oh, woke up today, struggled to take a deep breath. I'm so thankful I have this RC. And that's it, But if it is a part of your life, then you share those things that's part of your life. I love raw people. I love people who tell everything. We're an Army family, and I think we have to get to know people so quickly because we move around so much. So I'm huge. Like, if you're Facebook friends with me, I'm talking about how much I love champagne all the time. I talk about how my boys are disgusting. I mean, I'm very raw and open. And not everybody's like that. Like, Gens are always like, look at Lucy, she's so beautiful. And like, she talks about how precious she is. And I'm like, I just wiped too much urine off the toilet and I'm sick of it. So there's different ways of sharing, and there's not a wrong way. But when you are trying to talk about a certain, a product or something that could potentially turn into a sell, there's certain things that, you don't want to say, like, contact me. Well, if you're posting it, they know to contact you, right? So there's ways in social media as well. You can, also, Jen has like a pre-recorded class on the starter kit. I kind of want to work on doing a Thieves starter kit one, because I just got the Essential Rewards Thieves kit. I don't know why I've been doing this for 6 years almost. I don't know why it's the first time I've ever gotten it. But that's what everybody, wants right now. I mean, if you guys think about it, this virus is scary and people are out of their bleach stuff. And well, hey, guess what? There's another option. So talking up thieves right now is smart. It's pretty smart. But so like a thieves class. So anyways, if you're not interested, a lot of people are very introvert and they just cannot fathom talking in front of a group of people. And that's fine. You don't have to do it that way. There's nowhere where it says you're not going to be successful if you don't host classes constantly. Especially right now, you can't really. You can do this like, hey, anybody want to come and talk with me, via Zoom? And I think a lot of people now are going to be really into it because they want to connect. We're missing those connections right now from being stuck at home, like I never thought I'd miss my middle school kids that I work with ever in my life. Did I think I would miss them? And I do. I miss them, the ones that I work with, because it was so abrupt, plus I never thought I'd teach, and here I am. So Jen also talked about how we can do this full-time, part-time. It just depends on what you want to do. I was a full-time, I was a stay-at-home mom for 12 years and did this full-time. It was all I did. And then we moved up here and my little guy started kinder and I was bored. I just was bored. I could not clean those toilets anymore. They were, it was just boring. So anyways, I started substitute teaching and fell in love with it and then got offered this job. So then my full-time Young Living then went to very part-time. So this break has been kind of a blessing to me because I'm learning how I should do both at the same time. Like it's kind of hard when you go like full blown to this and then you're full blown to this. Plus I'm the I'm the middle school boys soccer coach. So I'm doing like all the things now, which I've never done. So I'm trying to learn how to do that too. So reach out to people if you're like, hey, I work full time. Like Tammy's really good at that because she works full time, but she also does the business. So like Ruth, you have a great, connection there and you can say, hey, what should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And that's when just posting something so simple as, today was a hard day. I was emotional today. I miss my friends and then just say, so thankful for this oil or, and post a picture. Always post a picture when you're posting. It attracts attention and people tend to read more. Anyways, I feel like I'm getting off topic and talking to you guys about social media too much. Sorry. I'm done.
You're awesome.
I can have another Zoom about that.
I know you are so good with social media. It's like super, super natural for you. I also when we were talking about, what we want to talk about for this call, you had said how much you love to give, that you always have samples on you. Do you remember like little roller bottles? You're reading the chat. Are you reading
I'm reading the chat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I really need glasses, but I left them at school and I need to probably call and say, hey, can I go get them? But anyways,
you were
yes,
saying you always
right now,
roller.
my big thing, do you want me to say?
You go.
Okay. Right now, my big thing is just making a roller bottle of immune support for people. So Thieves Vitality and Oregano Vitality. Those are my favorite. Oh, lemongrass too. Lemongrass Vitality. So those are usually the three that I will mix up. So I've just been right now feeling like even if they're not interested in buying, but they just want to try this, that's fine. If I can help somebody feel a little bit safer, regardless if they really believe in this or not, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if you guys know, there's like these wine fairies that are going around and like dropping bottles of wine off at people's front door, or like food fairy, like it's so cute. They're all doing these different kinds of things. Well, you could be like an oil fairy and, drop it off. And that's kind of how I see it. But even not during this time, if we complain to each other about things all the time, right? So if you have a coworker or somebody that says, oh my gosh, like I just got somebody to sign up with the CBD kit because he and his son, their knees are like genetically awful and he's in a lot of pain all the time. So I gave him a roller and he cannot believe that it worked, he decided to do the CBD. Anyways, so that's all you have to do is just say, oh, I have something, you can try it, and, we know that it's an investment to start with this kit. You know, I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, $160, that's nothing. It's, you know, but at the time when I bought it, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I tell everybody, I had this little credit card because I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband, that's all I had was, I think I had like a $300 limit, and I maxed my card out to get my kit. And I was so excited. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much money. You know, we had one income, we're Army. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had never thought that way, because it has done so much more for our family. So just, you know, things like that. I go off topic, just reel me in, tell me to stop.
Oh, it's awesome. I always love what you're sharing.
So just share. If somebody complains about something, say, hey, I got you covered.
Yes.
And just do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always ordering roller balls. You know what I'm talking about, right, Susie? Susie's got me. She's used to me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, what's next on our list, Jen?
Okay, I'm a list person, and poor PA is not some like, this is the list. No.
No, but that's why I go off on tangents. It's better to have a list.
No, I love it. So the next thing I want to talk to y'all about is for you all to think about why you would want to do the Young Living business. Like, what is your vision or what is your goal? And you may think, well, I don't really know, but maybe is it to help people? Because right now, some people are needing our products. Like PA was saying, like people are really needing our Thieves products right now, and our oils for emotions, and, you know, all the things for our immune support and all of our products. So people are really needing our stuff. And so we are able to fulfill a need right now and to really help these people. And so I always encourage people, if they're thinking, well, who do I know that needs this? Well, who do you know that needs better sleep? Who do you know that needs, you know, some immune support? Who do you know, like PA was saying, she had someone that they needed that CBD. Like there is a need out there that we can help fill. And so I think that's something always great to remember. And also, I know when I was getting started, I just wanted my oils paid for. So I think that's also something to think about. You just want to get your monthly order paid for, because that is such a great goal to have. If you want your monthly order paid for, that is so great. That was like one of my first goals. And then I could not like stop telling people about the oils because they helped my family so much. I just wanted to keep telling people. And so huge blessing. I was a teacher, and my income actually replaced, my Young Living income actually replaced my teaching income, and has kept growing. And so I actually stopped teaching, and I'd always wanted to homeschool my girls. And so I started homeschooling my girls and then doing Young Living full time from home. And so you can even think of, you know, really big goals like that, maybe to replace an income or something even bigger. So I think it's neat to just kind of think, you know, why would I want to do this Young Living business? And so that'll kind of lead. PA, do you want to just briefly talk about how to get paid with Young Living?
Sure, let me talk. Yeah, sure. No, and I love what you said, Jen. I think that they do. You have to find out why, you know, what's your reasoning behind if you do want to start sharing. Is it because you have no paycheck like me, so you need a better paycheck? Or you need something, like I said, even just the $50. So yes. So getting paid with Young Living it's actually really simple. Every kit that you sell or sign, I don't like saying sell, but every life that you change by having them sign up with one of the starter kits, you get a $50 check. So if you think about it, if you do 3 kits, then your kit basically has been, you know, covered and paid for. So Jen really likes to look at it that way too. The whole, like the investment is now, you're nothing but profit at this point. Does that make sense? If you do the 3 kits. So, yeah. what else should we, yeah. So it's $50. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it simple.
Yeah.
And then it goes into like, if you hit a higher rank, obviously you're going to make more money. Once you start building people under you, like Jen, how many people do you have under you?
Like over 2,000.
Yeah. So you can get, I mean, don't freak out and think that you have to be like Jen. I mean, I love Jen and I want to be like Jen, but I don't like when I hear that number, I'm like, oh my gosh, I only have like 200 or something. But but even if you have 5, you guys, that's awesome. That's 5 lives that you're changing. And so don't try to look at that. Don't jump ahead. That's my point. Like just stick to starting to learn how to share first, the way that you want to share. Be very true to who you are. Are we there yet? Are we at the part yet where I talk about how I'm not a list person? Oh, look, I'm looking. Yes, we're there. Okay. I know because we've been doing it for almost 6 years, Jen and I. And Kayla, how long have you been doing it? You've been doing it for a long time too, right? Like 5 years, 4 years, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, my point is that be very true to who you are. I do not make lists. I cannot, like, I don't even know why I go to get scripts sometimes because I just I don't even know. I just do my own thing. I am very good at thinking on the fly. So when questions come up, if I don't know the answer, I'm okay saying, I don't know, I'll get back to you. Where some people are like list people and they're like, oh, it just depends how you can, so just stay very true to who you are. Share your way. You don't have to share my way. You don't have to share Jen's way. All we can do is like what we want to show you is that you can be, if you're like me, where if you guys have ever done the colors, your personality colors, I'm blue, right, Jen? Yeah, I'm blue, which it's like I'm spacey. I have like octopus brain or 8 tentacles. Like I'm not good at being structured and organized. And where Jen is you're green, right?
I'm a yellow, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's a yellow. She's my pearl. She's so nice. I'm like a red. So I'm either crazy or I'm mad, I guess, apparently. So it's the red hair.
So fun.
So just stay true to you. I tried doing lists because I got in a rut. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try something different. And I tried doing lists and I tried getting up and during the morning and looking for a quote. And I can't. It's not me. I couldn't do it. I tried. I got more frustrated trying to be somebody I'm not than I was just where I was in my business.
Yes.
Jen, your turn.
No, that's excellent point. Just be you. Don't compare yourself
to
anybody else. We want to give you all show you how to do it, give you the skeleton, the structure, but then you run with it, you make it your own. Because if you're walking in your gifts and your talents, that is when you are going to really thrive and come alive and just run with it. And I want to go back to what PA was saying when we were talking about how many people you have on your team or, things like that. I did not do that by myself, as you all know. It is what's so nice about this business is it's you find people that want to do this with you and you run with them, and it is so fun, and you're helping them, showing them how to get started with the kit, getting on Essential Rewards, and then if they want to share with their friends, you help them do that, and then that just keeps going on and on and on. And it is such a really, really neat thing to see and to do, and it's just, I don't know, it's really awesome. It gets me emotional sometimes thinking about it. So do y'all have any questions or anything that maybe y'all want us to talk about?
Yeah, we kind of want to open it up. We didn't want to go too into detail about one thing and not the other. So if you do have questions, basically it's have a kit, teach a class or share online, You know, and then, you can always reach out to us as well. If you feel like you're more, you know, my personality, connect with somebody, or, you know, talk to your sponsor. If you feel like, you know, Jen is more somebody that, like, I love working with Jen because she keeps me grounded. So it's a good mix. It's a match, I should say. It's a good
Yes,
match.
a good match.
So yeah, but we just thought maybe people are in a need right now, you know, and this is we don't want it to sound like, oh, here's a great opportunity to make money off of people during this time. It's just, if you are without a paycheck, or if you are struggling, like I don't have my paycheck right now, you know, you can do this. You can turn this into a business, and it could possibly help you. Or if you feel like, oh my gosh, I might not be able to pay for my ER this month. Well, if you get somebody to sign up for, you know, get a starter kit, then there's $50. Well, there's your ER order if you can only do 50. But that way you're just, you know, we don't want people to have to stop using their products because they're so amazing. Right? Okay, so questions? Q&A.
So can you explain a little bit more in detail about what it looks like if you have one person under you, if you have 2 or 3 people under you?
You want to go, Jen?
Yes. So, okay, I'm not sure. So what it looks like if you have 1 or 2 people under you, as far as helping them, or
Helping, well, I get helping them if they're buying a kit, they're being signed up under me.
yes.
Correct. So as far as the money, how does that work?
Oh,
Is
okay.
it based on how much they order, or?
Yes. So when they initially sign up, you get that $50 like PA was talking about. And then yes, anytime they order after that, you get a percentage of that. Anytime they order after that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a specific time also, Ruth, at the beginning where you're going to make more of a percentage with what they purchase than you are towards the end. But that's, we have like a whole thing that we can send you if you're interested in looking, because it's like, I think it goes from like 4% and then it starts going down right after that or something like that.
Well, yeah, the first 3 months that when someone signs up, and if they under you, and for their first 3 months, anytime they order, you get it's 25% of what they order, and after that, then you get 8%.
Oh, see, she knows all that. That's why she's the best. Because I'm not a numbers person. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
So is this what that silver bound structure is?
So that is kind of based more on like some goals you're trying to hit, or like different ranks. And as you hit a rank, they actually will, not only will you get that commission, like you would get what you would normally make as your team is ordering, but they actually will give you more money because you hit star, you hit senior star, because you hit certain ranks. They'll actually reward you for that and give you extra money on top of what you would have already been earning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually a great program.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have anything like that. Did we? No, it was just Science 6. It was just trying to hit a certain rank. Mm-hmm. But now I feel like they're doing such an amazing job about trying to help you find why you want to get there, as opposed to it just be, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. To really structure it.
Yeah. Because not everybody works like with a challenge. Not everybody responds to challenges. Does that make sense? So like this helps you kind of build up to it and see it. Am I right? Am I making that up?
No, that's right.
Okay.
Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is it a challenge? Do I not know what I'm talking about?
Okay, so it says iPhone, so I'm not sure who wrote this question. But she said, I get stuck when people think I sell oils like I have stock at home. How do you encourage them to order online? So that is one thing that is so Dora. Okay, I was hoping it was you, Dora. Good. So that is one thing that I love about Young Living is that you don't have to have all this stock at home and send it out to people and or go deliver it to their homes. I just always encourage, I just say, I don't have any stock at home.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
You draw like little logs and like a little fire like that.
Okay. I just say, I just don't even like give that option. I just say, you know, you create your own account, because that's when you get 24% off is when you create your own account. And then you get to order what you want to order. You get, that way they get to see all that we have. They get to get plugged into our community because they have become a member. So they're plugged into our Facebook groups. We get to love on them and they get to be educated and everything. And then they're in charge of their own health because they are the ones ordering for themselves. So they are the ones having to figure out, okay, I'm really wanting something for sleep. What should I get? And of course they can ask us, look at our Facebook groups, but they're also the ones in charge of their health and ordering. But I you know, because I have recently had people say, can I just get this from you? Can't I just say, but the best way to do it is to get your own wholesale account so you're getting 24% off. And so I always kind of present it that way.
I have a person here in town. She said she says she has a membership, but she constantly texts me and asks me if I can sell her a bottle of Thieves. And I always say, I never have extra stock. So you just have to be really true to it and a stickler. And I just tell her, you need to go and order on, you know, your account. Well, I want it now. Another thing about when you start building a business is some people you're going to find kind of consider you like their healthcare provider. But that's not, you're not that person at all. You're there to encourage, to have little tips and recipes, but ultimately, you know, you're not the one, you know, that is in charge of their health and how they take care of their bodies. Like, you need to help them learn to do that for themselves. And that's why we do provide the classes and you know, things like that. It's your, you know, your business and how you want to do it. Also with the roller bottles, I'll tell people, okay, this is my one-time fun thing I do. I forgot to mention that. And then I say, if you love it, then we just need to go ahead and get you started, you know, with a kit, because you're not going to want to stop if you love this, you're not going to want to stop. So I do like a one-time thing. Right now I'm being a little bit more lenient with the Thieves because I just don't want people, you know, I want them to build their immunities up right now, like, you know, a lot. But normally I'm like, here, try this. I made it for you. If you love it, then we'll chat more about the oils and get you started. And that's it. You know, it's really simple like that, but don't allow them to keep getting roller bottles from you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because those are your oils, you know, that you are giving away.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jennifer, Catherine has a question about, so she re-enrolled her mom. Her mom was under somebody years back and her account went active for about 3 years. And I think she has a question about like how it looks for her, I think that's like commissions, but after 2 years, right? Like she like still gets the kit sale. Like it goes back to a normal new enrollment, correct? Is it 2 years or 1 year?
it's 1 year, I think. Right?
I was going to say 2 years, but I'm not.
Okay.
Regardless,
I
at
don't
3
know.
years,
Yeah.
she's definitely,
She's fine.
Yeah.
it's Catherine, you should be getting the same as you would do just anybody who's never had a Young Living account. Like you earn the $25 kit sale and then 25% of whatever her order is. So say that I know that she ordered more than just the kit. So she actually, and your commissions come the next month. So your April commissions come, it's usually like the 15th of the month. So it'll be about May 15th that your commissions will come in and that you'll see it. But you can, knowing the percentage, like you can calculate what you're going to be getting and what that should look like. I can't see the chat because I'm on my iPhone, so I wasn't sure if I answered all of that or if Jennifer.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just was wondering about the 3 years and then the commission.
Is there anything else that y'all can chime in, or I don't know if I answered it all.
No, that's great.
No, that was great.
She said some commissions showed up, but it was very low. So yeah, I don't.
Well, it just depends on are you talking about, did you get an April commission?
It maybe hasn't all come in yet.
Yeah. Your May one is probably going to be your larger one than if you did it this month.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look with her as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would be the $50 for the kit, and then everything after that would be the 25% that you would get from that. Right? The 400, yeah. So it'd be 100 PV would be the kit, and then 300 PV would be the 25%.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct. Yeah. I'm not a numbers person. I'm sorry, but that sounds about right.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions or anything they want us to talk about?
Would y'all be interested in a social media Zoom? I know, yeah, Tammy.
I'm sure there would be a lot of people, PA.
Okay. Because I love to talk about that, obviously, because I went on and on for about 20 minutes. So, if there is a need for that, then I don't mind doing that.
That'd be great.
At all. Just kind of help you do it the right way. Because there is actually a right and wrong way to share on social media. That there is. You want the way that's not going to drive your people, nuts, and then, but you'd also want to share. So I actually love the stories now. You guys know, like your Facebook story or like your Instagram story. I love those because those are like, I ordered a huge order this month. And was so excited. So I just shot a picture and said my wellness box for the month, and just showed it in that. And that way it doesn't take up any feet. Oh, look, I'm going on. Anyways, we'll do a social media thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh my gosh, no.
I'm so bad. I could go on and on.
So
Plus I love seeing people. Oh my gosh. I feed off of people. So I love this. This makes my heart happy.
I know.
Seeing everybody.
I love it too.
So no other questions? Oh, yes, we don't want to forget about this. You guys, we have a business page or group. It's called The Retreat. If you are not in there, we would love to have you in there if you are interested in, doing this as a business. There's great stuff posted in there. You're going to find scripts, pretty much everything. Jen's really good about putting stuff in there, and then it's small, which is good. Only about 7% of people do this business. So it's great because it doesn't kind of get mixed up, like All Things Oily does, where we're, I feel like some days we all have like an idea to post. So I'm like, oh no, it's like a lot. But in the retreat, it's great because then like, Tammy will hear something great about sharing and she'll put it in there and you're like, oh my gosh, this is great. And like, or so-and-so speaker is talking today, you might want to go listen. And, so it's a great resource to have. And it's, like I said, it's separate. So it's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have, Catherine, I'll have Kayla send you the link, because the problem with our chat is this chat will just disappear when we're done with the call.
Yeah.
I'll have Kayla send it to you so you can get in. So if you're kind of wondering, hold on. sorry. Okay, so if you're just, I'm big on action steps. So if you're kind of wondering, okay, you know, what do I do now? Here's just a couple ideas. Let's book some classes. People are doing a ton of Zoom classes right now, so we can help you. Again, you are never alone. We can hold your hand. We can help you do some classes right now. Post on social media some of the things PA was telling you. Do a quick little post on social media about an oil that you are using right now and why. And when we are back with people, use your oils in front of people. That is like one of the easiest ways. I mean, just even on your Zoom, like I've been doing Zooms and I, you know, put my oils on because that's what I do.
You brought valor.
Yeah, you might have friends say, "What are you doing with what is that?" You know, so don't be afraid to use your oils because they're a part of your life. So thank you guys for joining. And
Yes, thank you.
Any questions you have for any of us, please feel free to, we're all in the retreat. So please feel free to reach out whenever. We're always here to help.
Mhm. Great questions too.
Yes, really good questions.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Kayla.
Yeah.
It's good to see everybody. Well, some people. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'll see you guys on the next Zoom. Okay, thanks, Jen.
Thank you all.
Bye.